Today in Cannabis News, Republican lawmakers in Wisconsin unveil a bill that would legalize medical cannabis statewide. Republican lawmakers in Mississippi say they have reached a consensus on a proposal to establish a legalized medical cannabis system in the state. And Thailand becomes the first nation in Asia to implement federal cannabis decriminalization. It's Thursday, January 27th, and this is your Trichomes Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the Trichomes.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, according to a proposed program unveiled this week by Wisconsin GOP legislators, medical cannabis for patients with severe medical illnesses would be legalized statewide. Cancer patients, as well as those with HIV, multiple sclerosis, post-traumatic stress disorder, and other severe ailments, would be allowed to use cannabis under the proposal. The proposal, which would render various types of cannabis consumption, except smoking, legal for medicinal use, is expected to see widespread support and be enacted by Democratic Governor Tony Evers, who has previously pushed for legalizing cannabis in the state. Senator Mary Felskowski, a co-author of the proposal, stated that the Republican leadership, which has previously opposed recreational and medical cannabis legalization, will enable the proposal to be heard in panel. Medicine is never one size fits all, and it's time for Wisconsin to join the majority of the country in adding another option, which will help patients find the relief they need, said Senator Felskowski in a memo issued this week.
Next up, Mississippi State House and Senate lawmakers said this week that they had reached a consensus on a proposal to establish a legalized medical cannabis system in the state. The agreement was reached after House legislators altered a proposal advanced by the Senate on January 13th. Senator Kevin Blackwell and Representative Lee Yancey collaborated on the proposal and anticipate it to be approved by both floors this week. Republican Governor Tate Reeves has the option of approving the proposal into law, allowing it to be enacted sans his signature, or vetoing it. Iterations of the proposal were advanced with veto-resistant majorities on both floors. The ultimate agreement reached by legislators revolves around the quantity and frequency a patient may buy medical cannabis. Patients can buy up to 3.5 grams of cannabis up to 6 times weekly, or nearly 3 ounces monthly, according to the proposal's current wording. That's down from the Senate's initial 3.5 ounces monthly and the 5 ounces monthly passed by Mississippi voters in November 2020. Governor Reeves has urged legislators to reduce the quantity of cannabis that can be purchased, threatening to veto the proposal if they don't. According to Senator Blackwell and Representative Yancey, the buying restriction will most likely rise in subsequent years.
Last up, Thailand this week became the first nation in Asia to effectively adopt federal cannabis decriminalization, although officials have maintained ambiguity surrounding its recreational adult use consumption. The Narcotics Control Board has authorized the removal of cannabis off the Ministry of Health's roster of restricted substances, according to Thailand's health minister. Individuals can cultivate cannabis plants at their residence after alerting their municipal authorities within the new law. Though the cannabis cannot be consumed recreationally without additional permits, according to the health minister. According to law enforcement and attorneys reached by the Associated Press, it is uncertain whether possession of cannabis will cease to be a crime punishable by incarceration. For now, the complexity of associated regulations means that cannabis manufacturing and ownership are controlled, putting the legal standing of adult use cannabis consumption in limbo. Moreover, the Ministry of Health will submit a standalone new proposal to lawmakers this week that defines lawful cannabis consumption, along with its manufacturing and adult use, as well as recreational rules.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, Tech and Cannabis, or the International Cannabis Conversation wherever you get your podcasts. For trichomes.com, I'm Devin Leal.
And I'm RJ Balde, signing off.